So let's talk about the WNIT, the 2025 postseason WNIT. Let's talk about the bracket here, and let's talk about the games here in round number 2, the second round of the bracket. Let's see who is going to advance to the Super 16, as it is called in the women. NIT here. This is the third tier tournament now, as the NCAA has made an official WNIT tournament. They took over the WBI tournament, and they gave that up. That was the third tier tournament where they had you had eight teams, and you had the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship. And the top team, and then you had like a third, and then you had like every team played 3 in 3 days. So then you had a 7th place game, a 5th place game, a 3rd place game, and a championship game. Anyways, let's talk about it. So let's talk about the WNIT, and we'll do the video for the WBIT as well. Well, for the final so let's go do it here. So we have Washington State and Utah Valley. Now, I mean, I think Utah Valley could win, but sometimes, Washington State is a good team. They are a good solid team though. Washington State has had some ups and some downs, but they look pretty solid though in the West Coast Conference tournament. Yeah. They look pretty solid in the West Coast Conference. They weren't like top tier West Coast Conference team, but they weren't like bad in the West Coast Conference, I gotta say, I like Utah Valley though. Because they got a really solid shooter on the floor for them, and it's like they can't stop. Other teams can't stop. Can Washington State limit? Make the other players beat you? Maybe. I think they possibly could. I don't know. I say Washington. I think it's going to be close. Really close. I think Washington State just pulls out just at the end. North Dakota State and New Mexico State. And New Mexico State had to pull it out in a low-scoring game against Pacific. A low-scoring game. I think playing in a low-scoring game, and they weren't able to score much against Pacific. I don't think that bodes well for them against New Mexico State. A team that's under 500. I don't see that going for them. Boding well for them in the second round. Yeah, so I say maybe I can pick it up. I don't know. It makes me want to think North Dakota State, but then I think I don't know. But I'll say North Dakota State just because that doesn't. It makes you kind of hesitant though. In New Mexico State, But then again, North Dakota State's been off for a while. They lost in the Summit League tournament. And they didn't play all last week with the postseason tournaments. They didn't play the week before that, at all. They had 2 weeks of no games. So, it might be a little bit rusty. Well, New Mexico State, though, came off of the CUSA Championships week before. and then they came like they just had like a week off. So I mean, then North Dakota State had practices, so they weren't able to like practice against their for sure team until like Saturday or Friday. So I don't know. I like give me that's tough. I'll say I don't know. This is like a true 50-50. Give me New Mexico State just by barely by like 1 or 2, just barely. North Texas at Texas, UT. Give me North Texas. North Texas is a solid team. They're solid in the American Conference. You guys had that awesome tournament. Otherwise, they could meet the finals. The same South Florida. Otherwise, they could have made it to the finals. I think North Texas is a solid team. Richardson playing a UIW team that wasn't super solid. North Texas was a lot more solid than Incarnate Word is. Incarnate Word. If you'll give me North Texas, I like North Texas in that one. North Texas, their team. They're solid, I could see being another big game for North Texas. Chattanooga over Alabama. Beat Alabama A&M. No, give me Troy out of the Sun on that one. Chattanooga, Alabama A&M is a solid team out there. Swept, though. You have to give the Chattanooga. Troy. Yeah, it's had some losses in the Sun Belt, but they are a really solid team in the Sun Belt. Still. And I like Troy. Troy is like really good team. Troy's a good team. Not like the top tier team, but Troy is a good team though. And you have to say Troy is. So I'm gonna say Troy wins. Troy hasn't played. The only thing about Troy is they haven't played in like 2 weeks. Since they lost in the Sun Belt tournament. Yeah, they're roughly. But it'll be 2 weeks. But still, I say Troy. Central Arkansas and Abilene Christian. Central Arkansas does look like a solid team. They came off that tough loss in the finals of that tournament, the next one. So they've had a week off, but Christian played a Northwest shaking it. It's not the best team in the Southland. But I like Central Arkansas. Give me Central Arkansas over Abilene Christian. They're only a lot like Central Arkansas. Played FGCU a couple of times and lost. But I like Central Arkansas there. Western Illinois over Illinois State. No, I kind of want to say Western Illinois because they went a little bit of a run in the OVC tournament before losing. And now they gained it back a little bit. They still have that momentum. Because they beat Lipscomb. I like Western. I want to say Western Illinois because they don't have to travel very far for the game. But Illinois State, I like Illinois State though too. It's gonna be a good, tough match. I'm gonna say Western or Illinois State. I'm gonna say Illinois State just barely, just because they're at home. If Western Illinois was at home, I think I'd say Western Illinois. But it could be either team's game. Honestly. Tarleton State and Lindenwood. Now Tarleton played in the WAC where Van Keene was like the best team by far. And I like that. Green Canyon's really solid. Turtleton is good, solid team. We're not like near the top though. I mean they are, but they're not like so close to the top of the this season they were. I like Lindenwood was really solid in the OV in C though. I mean I like I don't know. I mean do I like Lindenwood to win? I do like Lindenwood to win that one. Actually because I think Lindenwood has had some really solid games. And that time off though they had kind of benefited them actually a little bit. Having a couple weeks off. It actually helped them. So I think give Lindenwood the win. The Louisiana Tech in 6-7. I'm gonna say Louisiana Tech. And I like Tech Southern. Don't get me wrong, I think Tech Southern gave Louisiana Tech some good fight in that game. But ultimately, they're saying Tech Southern just short over Louisiana Tech. And Tech State, I think Tech State can give some really good fight. Really tough game. Like a really gritty game, but I think just overall, Tech Southern loses them. Buffalo over, I say Buffalo over UMass. Buffalo is a really solid really solid MAT conference. That was like really good MAT conference. Good MAT conference. But like 10 is like a really solid mid-major as well. But that, to be fair though, Stonehill, they're like way better than Stonehill. To be fair. And and it showed, So I don't know. I do like Buffalo being at home, and I think Becky, is gonna get her team focused, get her team right in the right mind, and get her team well prepared for the game against University of Massachusetts, and get her team on the Super 16. Southern Indiana and Campbell. Campbell pulled off the upset against Coastal Carolina. Well, I don't know. I mean, I like Campbell. to win because they pulled off the upset. But realistically, Southern Indiana should win that one. I don't think that's gonna be like. I think it could be those games where Southern Indiana is not like blowing them out or nothing like that. Southern Indiana probably won't blow them out or nothing like that. But it's probably gonna be one of those games where Southern Indiana is not in danger. They might have like a 10-point lead, and then you see like Campbell start to come back, maybe make it close, but Southern Indiana is not really any danger. You know what I mean? Rutgers and Army West. I mean, I like Army West Point over Rutgers, especially Rutgers being 11-18. Is Rutgers really going to be one of those teams that actually wants to play in the WNIT? Because they're so, they're like the only Big Ten team that's made the tournament, and they're so low though. Army barely beat Bryant though. So I don't know. But can they be focused, I think, they could be able to beat Rutgers. Because I don't know how Rutgers is going to want to be in, if the Rutgers is going to be in this tournament. The players might want to give themselves a chance to compete for a title, despite their year, and really, hey, we didn't have a great season, but we wrapped it up pretty well, That could be a thing too, but I think if Army won somewhere, I think they can take it away from Rutgers. So Army West Point can beat Rutgers, and I think Rutgers is gonna fall. I think Rutgers. I don't know. I don't know. But because they barely beat Bryant, I'll say. I don't know. I like Rutgers. I like Bryant. I like Army as well.